Hey guys, what's going on? So, as my prep to go watch, Until Dawn, I'm gonna watch Until Dawn tonight, and I wanted to watch another time loop movie. And as a precursor to this entire thing, I love time loop movies. It's one of my favorite genres of movies, other than Five Strangers Wake Up in a Room. I will always watch movies that have either of those concepts. And in terms of the extent of Five Strangers Wake Up in a Room, Saw was obviously the start of that, and then all of a sudden I just started watching all of them. Having Tubi. Tubi is one of the most underrated streaming services for bad movies. And they're not they're not great. They're not Oscar-winning movies, but there's a lot of bad movies on there that are really fun. Target is one of those movies. And it's with Sinta Kiel, who is an Indonesian actress, and that is the extent of how far I will go to watch Five Strangers Wake Up in a Room movies. It's a movie called Target. I believe it's still on Tubi. It's great. Go watch it. It's really funny. It's a movie that you go into and you're not sure if it's supposed to be scary or funny. It's supposed to be funny, and it's very funny. But in terms of time loop movies, I pulled it up on my secondary phone here, and I have seen so many time loop movies because I will always watch time loop movies. Edge of Tomorrow, I thought was obviously amazing. I didn't like Palm Springs as much as a lot of other people. The Map of Tiny Perfect Things, I think there was a moment where you could change the ending and that movie becomes a great movie. Boss Level was a fun action time loop movie. Source Code, I think, is much better than people would give it credit to. I've never seen Primer, which I'm told is very good. I love Triangle. Triangle is an insane time loop movie. Happy Death Day Part 2, obviously, are great movies. Deja Vu, Source Code and Deja Vu are, Source Code is like the little cousin, and then it's trying to be Deja Vu and it's not, but it's also still a good movie. Predestination is just too insane. That had too many twists in it. In the Tall Grass is a really good movie, but I think that more than a time loop movie, I would classify that as like a time travel movie, but that's on Netflix. What's another one? There's so many. Project Almanac, Time Crimes, Groundhog Day, obviously being the original time loop movie. But in terms of this one, I'd like to compare it to two Aubrey Plaza movies that I've seen, and those two movies being My Old Ass and Safety Not Guaranteed. I think that this movie is trying to be, it's a very independent movie. And if you've seen either My Old Ass or Safety Not Guaranteed, I love both of those movies. It takes a hook and it draws you in with that hook. But the rest of the movie is so compelling and so interesting that you stay, even though that hook isn't really the point of the movie. So the hook for Safety Not Guaranteed is that somebody is creating a time travel device, and Aubrey Plaza goes to find that person. But it's not really about time travel, and it's about the relationship that she starts with that person. And, the idea of, believing in somebody, even when that person sounds crazy. And then there's a separate side story because the movie needs to fill its runtime, and it doesn't have enough to do with Aubrey Plaza and the guy inventing the time travel device. But it hooks you with that. But it's not really a movie about time travel. It's about the relationship to those people. In the other movie, My Old Ass, it hooks you where this girl goes onto this island, and for her birthday she hangs out with their friends, and they take a drug, and she hallucinates her future self, and she has the ability to interact with Aubrey Plaza, who is her future self. and it hooks you with that premise. But one, Aubrey Plaza is not really in the movie all that much, so if you want to go watch that movie, don't expect a lot of Aubrey Plaza. But the other thing is, they don't really explain this time travel device. This like, that's neither of these movies are time loop movies, but they're independent movies. And that's why I want to compare it to this movie, because this is an independent version of a time loop movie. It is, in essence, a time loop movie because it's still a thing that is prevalent in the narrative storytelling. But it's not really about that. It's not really about the time loop. It is the most depressing version of a time loop movie. When you're talking about like Groundhog Day and Happy Death Day and Edge of Tomorrow, and all of these other movies that Until Dawn, all of these other movies that use this mechanic, this is the most depressing version of that type of movie. And what I mean by that is, at the start of this movie, this grandma, you can look at her like a mom. She's just an older lady. She has already been existing in this time loop for a very long period of time, just an undetermined long period of time. And so you're starting the movie not with her realization of it and the fun to be had there. She's already done this for so long that she's sick of it. And the entire mechanic is that she has a black hole in her chest that is growing. And that is also not really explained because, again, like a Safety Not Guaranteed, that's not the point of this movie. Like a My Old Ass, that's not the point of this movie. But she has a black hole inside of her chest that is growing. And when she takes a pill, she restarts her day. She restarts I want to say it's 4 or 5 days. She has the ability she wakes up in the hospital and she has a pill with her. When she takes the pill, right when she's about to die, when her nose starts bleeding, she resets 4 days of time. And then, and she doesn't die, because that is the moment that she is going to die. When her nose starts bleeding, that is the moment where the virus is or the black hole in her chest is going to kill her. And so in her time frame, she gets discharged from the hospital, and she has the ability to hang out with her family. And throughout the course of the movie, she meets Ayo Edebiri, and Ayo Edebiri is the best part of this movie. She's a great part of this movie. And she's not in this movie as much as I would have hoped. And I just there was a big part of me that wants to say that this is a good movie, that it's a movie worth watching, that maybe if you knew that this was going to be an independent movie, that it was going to be a slow burn movie, that it's going to be a movie not about the time loop concept, not about fixing it, but if you went in knowing that it's not a movie about time loop, it's not a movie about, in every other time loop movie, it's about fixing it. It's about stopping the loop. In Groundhog Day, in Happy Death Day, in Edge of Tomorrow, all the movies that I just listed, it's about figuring out how to utilize this thing, or how to escape from it. I guess Edge of Tomorrow is a little bit different, but when you go into these movies, it's how do they get out of this situation? This movie isn't about that. And I didn't know that going into it. And this is a spoiler. And so if you do want to go in blind, stop this review. But I think that this spoiler is important in going into this movie. This isn't a movie about trying to stop it. It's a movie about accepting death. It's about, using the time that you have wisely. It's about loving the people that are in your life currently. And I feel like if I knew that going into this movie, maybe I would have liked it more. And I think on second watch, I'll probably like it more, so I am going to watch it again. But you need to know that going in. You need to know that it's an independent movie, and it's a very, like, it's not going to be an Edge of Tomorrow. It is going to be a My Old Ass and a Safety Not Guaranteed. It's going to be what's a great example of an independent movie? Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. Like, it's character driven. It's about relationships. It's about characters. It's not about the science fiction element to it. They do not go into the science fiction element of it. And if you're going into this movie wanting that, it doesn't give it to you. It is a movie about, I shudder to say the human experience, but that's what it is. It's about how people relate to each other. It's about loving the people that you currently have in your life. It's about living. It's about existing. It's about caring about the here and now. And if you go into this movie with that in mind, and with the idea that it's about the acceptance of death, I think that you'll have a much better time. I'm gonna say that this is an okay movie. I think it's fine on first watch. I think on second watch I'll probably like it more. But in terms of not knowing anything about this movie, I thought it was okay. If you like time loop movies, it's on Hulu right now, Disney Plus Hulu, and so you can go watch it. But I trust that I will have a much stronger opinion about Until Dawn. So until then, I'll see you next time.